Hello children, so today I am going to teach you story writing. Well, this question of story writing comes for 10 marks in writing section. Now we all know that any story should have these three parts: beginning, middle and end. Well, this basic structure of a story was given by Aristotle in his famous book Poetics. So now from this slide you can understand that whichever story you write, it should have a beginning, middle and end. Now children, here I am going to show you the unified structure of a story. Now this unified structure of a story, which is in the form of a pyramid, was given by the famous novelist and playwright Gustav Freytag. Gustav Freytag belonged to Germany. He gave this pyramid-shaped structure of a story, which was divided into 5 parts. So now you can see that you can divide a story into these 5 points, which includes exposition, which is opening scene or opening paragraph, where you are going to discuss the setting or the background of the story. You're going to introduce your characters either with the help of dialogues or narration. The second paragraph or the second step is called rising action. In this point or in this step, you are supposed to introduce an event or incident which is going to add conflict in your story and is going to rise action. Now finally, when your conflict reaches at the top, that point is called climax, and that is the turning point in the story. Now here you can take an example of a Bollywood movie or any movie where you must have seen that there comes a point in the movie where your protagonist is surrounded by all the villains and you feel as if there is no way out. That point is actually the point of major conflict, which is called climax. Now children, when your action is risen at the top, and everything that rises has to come down, and so is the action. So your action also comes down, and that point where your action comes down is called falling action. Now falling action is that point where you are going to unravel the conflict between protagonist and antagonist, leading to resolution. And this is the final point, denouement or catastrophe, which is called end of the story. If the ending is happy or comic, we call it denouement. If the end of the story is tragic, we call this catastrophe. So now this unified structure of a story, which was given by this famous German novelist Gustav Freytag, gives you a clear picture that how you should write your story. So at least there should be one paragraph covering each part of this pyramid shaped structure of a story. Now children, for making it even more easy, I am sharing a few phrases here which are called story spine. These phrases like once upon a time, every day, until one day, because of that, until finally, and ever since then, and in the end, the moral of the stories. So now these story spines will help you in framing each paragraph, which will be including all the points which are required for writing a beautiful, complete story. Now to make it even more easy, I am adding a video here which is going to give you a clear picture that how important the structure of a story is. Now in this, the last slide, there is this assignment for you where you have to write a story with the help of the unified structure of fray tag, which I discussed in the second slide, and the story spine, where I gave you a few phrases for each paragraph. With the help of this, you have to write this story, beginning with or adding this point somewhere in the story. I got it in the middle of the night. I was sweating profusely. Thank you.